Well, hello there. Good morning to you all. So, this now will be my review for episode 12 of Highschool DxD new, and will also be my final impressions on this second season. So, well, basically, in terms of review, basically this episode is the climax of the series and of the second part of the series, the cold vampire in the suspended classroom arc. And basically, we have the conclusion of the battle between Azazel and Karatea, and Azazel basically wins after sacrificing his own arm, uh, and after using dragon armor that he created, sacred gear that he created, uh, even if Fafnir was also used as the base for the sacred gear. So basically, thanks to that, Azazel was able to vanquish Kratia Leviathan and destroy her apparently. And then we have we have the entrance in battle of Riaz and Isai alongside Gasper, uh, and we see the battle going on, and eventually Gasper is kinda receives after seeing Riaz, Isai, Aquino and all the others fighting. Gasper kinda boosts up his own courage and wants to be of help, and eventually he uses his powers and unblocks unblocks all the frozen time he did earlier when he was under control of the magicians, or as we know of this episode, the low-ranking members of the Chaos Brigade. And when all appears to be going on the right way, when the group of Ria, Sirzet, Mikhail, Irina, Shinobi, Akiba, all they are kind of taking the advantage on the battle, we have Vali attacking Azazel and Isai. And basically it also revealed that Vali, his full name is Vali Lucifer, and basically he is a descendant of Lucifer and a human, a woman, a human woman, and so he kind of possessed the same blood in a way as Lucifer. Besides the fact that he is also the wielder of the White Dragon sacred gear. So basically, he's a member. He's very powerful, and he's also a member of the Chaos Brigade, as Azazel tells when he was kinda asking the reasons for Vali to enter in the fray. Uh, and eventually, all are surprised. Uh, and then Vali kind of goes on saying that he wants to be, or he wants that Issei becomes a worthy rival, and for that he is willing to kill Issei parents. That kind of triggers the full activation of the Red Dragon armor in full body, and the battle goes crazy between Issei and Vali, and eventually Issei is kind of losing, but then Azazel kind of steps in and says that Vali is using his powers and he will reduce Ria's breasts to half of his size, and then, well, Issei goes berserker, he eventually destroys one sign, the sacred gear of Valley, but he recovers again. But there are a small crystal ball on the left on the ground, and eventually Issei kinda decides to merge the powers of the white dragon into his own powers, and basically he creates a mixture of white dragon and red dragon powers. Obviously, he pays a price, and the price is held by Drag that says that doing this is a kind of shortened his lifespan a lot doing this, but Issei does not care, and eventually he is able to pummel Valley again. And when they are near the end, Valley was ready to use his full power, and then the dimension he created is kind of broken by a third person that enters in the fray, and is a guy called Biku. And basically, this guy is kind of a descendant of Son Goku, one of the characters of the Journey of the West, of to the West in the Chinese folklore and mythology. And basically, this guy kind of helps Valley withdrawing from battle because some stuff happened in some place. I think they are at a war with another group or something like that, and then eventually this guy Biku and Valley kind of go away. And at the same time, after they leave, Issei loses his powers because he exhausted all his powers in the fight. And the series ends with Azazel in the occult room, occult club room, hall, and saying that he will now be the advisor of the occult research club, and that he will be training all the wielders of the sacred gears. That was the agreement he made with Series X, and he also orders or gives the order of Series X to all the female of the cast of the series will now be living in Issei's house, because Issei gets stronger when he is near the his friends, and especially women. So, and basically the series ends in that way. So, well, what can I say on my final thoughts on the series? The series was great. The way they, and also leaves the path open for another season, because they introduced a new group at this called the Chaos Brigade, that in fact they are actually one of the main villains in this story. And the most, like I did say a couple of videos ago about Highschool DxD, the interesting stuff begins to happen precisely after this moment, because these kind of corresponds to the end of volume 4 of the light novels. And after volume 4, the stuff became really eating and becomes even more intense. And so I think that honestly there are highly chances of they made a third season on this. I only hope that when they make this another season, they could perhaps, instead of only 12 episodes, they could kind of make a series of 25, 26 episodes, because at this point they already have enough material to do it. So I do hope that they do it. I don't know when, but I'm certain that they will make another season for this, without a doubt, because the series is great, the storyline is great, the minus the fact that the fan service and the ecchi scenes and such, but that's okay. It's also part of the story and also explains how Issei can fight so hard. Because in the end, Issei basically he wants to protect the ones he loves, his friends, uh, or the girls he loves. So even if he sometimes have more lecherous behavior, the end in the end he wants to protect his friends. Basically, that's the premise of Issei protecting his friends. So that was quite interesting. And besides, from what I did with the group, the several groups affiliated with the Chaos Brigade, we will have very interesting characters if they do advance to animating in a new season. So that's it. So the series was great from 1 to 10. um, I will give this series 9. It was a great series, very pleasant, very enjoyable, much more complex and much more dense and intense than the previous one. And now the real setup for the main story of High School DxD is done. So it kind of will be strange if they did not continue this. So that's it. So this is my review for High School DxD New episode 12, and also my final impressions on the series. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And if OVA did came out, or when the third season starts, obviously I will be making the review for it also. So thank thanks to you all, my subscribers and my viewers that watched my reviews on High School DxD. Stay well, peace, and see you next time.